Hello. So, speaking from the cabin on the rainy day, cozy with a wood and fire stove. So, I want to talk about my personal experience working with fear and changing my relationship with fear and my passion that really warmed, opened my heart just recently. Something that I was listening to. I was listening to my favorite, one of my favorite speakers online on YouTube, um, Irene Lyon, and she teaches how to work with the nervous system. And I really like the way she is with her. For me, she radiates a lot of wisdom, not just the knowledge, and she for me radiates also the calmness and space holding and openness, which is very important for me from the other, from the space holder or anyone who I want to feel safe to start sharing myself deeply. And so it inspired me, and I was sharing myself online with the audio message about her interview with her husband about unhealthy way of parenting. There was a message about like how basically they a lot talked about also toxic shaming in a parenting and how the healthy shaming looks like. So it was really eye opening, and I really related to her husband experience where he was in the beginning of his somatic journey and healing. He was so hyper attuned to the environment. There were a few examples, or many I laughed even, where he would found it hard to be with many people who were just present and in their practice as a therapist, and he would even run out of the building, escape because of that overwhelm. But there is this understanding that he was already using so many coping coping strategies, the survival strategy, as an empath, so much relates to me, that you see scan the room so much that you really understand the psyche of a lot of people, and you keep adjusting to the environment, and that's what you learned as a child. And when, for example, a lot of the therapist's friend came for practicing the therapy work, he felt overwhelmed to just scared because of not being able to use his empathy skill, which was a lot of that is this survival strategy. It really relates to me and my path also of finding my life purpose. This and many things like healthy, unhealthy parenting, and what is normal, what we perceive as being normal, and this brings me so many tears, and it's so strong for me as an empath relating to so many people and playing their games. So just I fit in. I deep down, I already cry now being able to relate to a therapist so deeply, with her really kind and open heart, personality, beingness, and a healthy being. She's like representing for me a healthy being. And so many times I ended up in a groups of people where I would feel so much like I'm fitting in. I'm finally fitting in somehow. But I was playing these masks, these strategies. I'm tuning in, having fun. But what kind of fun it is? It's all this surfacey release, love, joy, but it's still coming from these unresolved pains. But it's this. what touches me when she was speaking about what is normal, and this so much relate to my life path I dedicated my life to since, yeah, not I remember, but it's just a lot of my biggest breakthroughs, life paths, points are all related to being just so aware that this is not normal. This is not normal. And they really speak about it. And I feel this is part of my quest, life quest, or I guess life purpose or mission, that this is not normal. So many things that we think are not normal. And they so lovingly actually talk about it, because the only way how to bring light and awareness into this, it's just talk about it with so much love and understanding. And this is also brings me tears, because this is one of the biggest challenges I'm facing also these days, even in relating. I love my neighbor, but I cannot actually anymore talk to her. I at some point fighted her ego, and this is not how to say. I still learn how to relate to people when they have so many ego layers, as I do myself too. And then yeah, it's this. The answer comes especially these times when I'm listening to Irene and people like this, who just shows me how I want to be, and deep down I am. It's just, of course, it's me. Um, so so open and loving toward all these layers in us and strategies, and yeah, there are so many words you can use to describe these strategies we use, and how much love we can put into them when we talk about our mechanisms, survival, safety strategies. And I love to listen so many different ways how people describe it, like especially the therapists, I mean the healers. They use different tones of voices, different passion of the heart and wording to describe the safety mechanisms we use, just not to be ourselves, just to fit in, just to be okay, and yet we are not still resolving being our true, relaxed, really authentic self. And that takes time, because the authentic self is scared, it's fearful, we are afraid, so afraid, and it takes time to allow this fear to just flow. So, and that brings me to the second part I wanted to talk about. One of the amazing goals of my life recently is to just allow the fear to flow through me, and I became part of certain really beautiful space holding group that includes learners, practitioners, and so on, people who just want to practice beingness and wisdom, and yeah. And now I'm attuning empathically. That's why I'm not speaking myself again, because I'm attuning to audience that might be listening to me. And that's why I cannot make this video very authentic, because my empathy part of me kicks in, and I want to try to attune to audience who might listen to me, and then I start being fully inauthentic. I cannot really speak properly, and I really felt connected to myself when I spoke the first part. When I'm coming to the second part, I'm becoming this empathic side of me who is like strategizing and not wanna be myself. What the fuck you gonna think about me anyway? So this topic of fear, I even cannot really share the passion, because who I'm really tuning to, the ones who are gonna judge me, who say it's bullshit, who says yeah, fear, and why can't I be just myself and speak it out? And it's so hard. And this is the journey about really this journey of beingness. And yeah, and even talking about this group, I guess it brings me the inauthenticity, because they actually are the group, and when I'm in a group, it brings up all these emotions and feelings, and I'm like back to being very small and scared and freezing, so scared, So as much as we do healing work together, I'm scared of them. So it continues the healing work. So all the best anyway. May get some links. Once I get people more interested, I'll get some more links or before to also inspire you on your inner work. And in authentic learning to just be my real self, Kamala.